5 places Prince Andrew could live in if King Charles evicts him from Royal Lodge. It was no surprise when, in 2003, the late Queen Elizabeth granted her favourite son Prince Andrew a 75-year lease on Royal Lodge, for just £250 a week, and a promise to maintain the property. However, last year it emerged that Andrew, 64, could not meet the £400,000 a year upkeep costs of the 30-bedroom home, which is thought to be worth £30 million. King Charles is now said to be withdrawing private funding for security on the estate, which currently costs £3 million a year. This means that unless the Duke of York can generate the financial resources to pay for repairs the property needs, as well as foot the security bill, he could be faced with being evicted from the property. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. This means that unless the Duke of York can generate the financial resources to pay for repairs the property needs, as well as foot the security bill, he could be faced with being evicted from the property. However, it's not all doom and gloom for the prince, as there are a number of royal residences he could move into. Let's take a closer look. The king has already offered his younger brother Frogmore Cottage, but Andrew reportedly saw this as a demotion too far and turned it down. Frogmore Cottage, where Prince Harry and Meghan Markle used to live, is in good condition thanks to the £2.4 million renovations carried out before the Sussexes moved to the US. During the renovation in 2019, the property was fitted with a sleek new kitchen with a marble-topped breakfast bar, herringbone wooden flooring and rustic brick feature walls inspired by Meghan's beloved Soho house. Andrew's daughter Princess Eugenie often stays in the property when she visits the Windsor estate with her family. It was recently revealed that Frogmore Cottage is still empty more than a year after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were evicted, but Andrew has no plans to move in. Wood Farm is the most likely option for Prince Andrew and his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson's future home, nestled on the Sandringham estate in Norfolk. The cottage was the property Prince Philip retired to in 2017 after quitting public life. The red brick, 5-bedroom home comes complete with Spartan furnishings and cosy open fires, which has been enjoyed by the royals in both the summer and winter months. The Yorks already use the property, reportedly using it as a base for the last 2 Christmases. Wood Farm was also once the home of the so-called lost prince, Prince John, the youngest son of George V and Queen Mary. The property's location away from London would keep Prince Andrew out of the public eye, which is said to be what the monarch wishes. Another contender at Sandringham was home of the late Queen's head gardener, Garden House. It was advertised for rent on Airbnb last year, which gave the public a look at what it is like inside. Decorated with artwork and furniture owned by the royal family, the property was described as a charming hideaway, owned by whom the Queen, nestled within the heart of her much-loved Sandringham estate. Furnished eclectically from the royal collection, all the furniture and pictures were once housed in a royal residence. As well as the formal walled garden with its wonderfully stocked beds and borders in which the property sits, there is a more informal garden where you can relax in and children and dogs are safe to run and play. It costs between £237 and £354 per night to rent. Prince Andrew could always take up residence at either Nottingham Cottage or Ivy Cottage at Kensington Palace. The Duke's daughter Princess Eugenie has made use of both cottages in her time, and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle famously took up residence in Nottingham Cottage, which was said to have been too small for them. If Frogmore Cottage is viewed as a downgrade for Prince Andrew, then a Kensington Palace home will come as an even bigger shock. The final property on the list is the Castle of May near John O'Groats in Caithness, Scotland. The late Queen Mother purchased the property in 1952, restored it and used the castle as her summer retreat. There are a number of properties on the estate, which include the Captain's House and the luxurious Granary Lodge. However, King Charles is particularly fond of the property and likes to stay there alone for a few weeks each summer to relax and unwind away from prying eyes, which could rule it out as a full-time property for Andrew.